Hello, this project was developed as part of the Intelligent Agents course by Muzamil Mugamadu and Mohammed Hussein Musamb. It demonstrates a multi-agent salary negotiation system built on the Jade platform and powered by the Ryzen platform via its API. Here you see the use case diagram. Two primary roles collaborate: the candidate agent, who defends the job seeker's salary expectations and desired benefits, and the employer agent, who manages budget constraints and corporate policies. The core use case is negotiate salary and benefits. Nested within are the subcases request bonus and request benefits, while the terminate negotiation extension handles both acceptance and refusal outcomes. This sequence diagram outlines the back-and-forth negotiation loop. Employer agent sends an initial propose with a salary. Candidate agent receives that offer, builds a set of elements, for example, salary lower than expectation, sends them to Ryzen, and receives back a decision label adapted to the situation. The agent translates that label into an ACL reply, propose, accept proposal, or reject proposal, and sends it to the employer agent. Employer agent then repeats the same pattern. It builds its own elements, queries Ryzen, and picks its next action. This continues until one side returns accept proposal or reject proposal. Here on Ryzen, we have different decision policies for the candidate. The candidate agent will immediately accept offer as soon as any of these conditions holds true. The offered salary is greater than or equal to the candidate's salary expectation. The sum of salary and bonus meets or exceeds the candidate's expectation. At least half of the candidate's preferred benefits have been granted, and the remaining gap is no more than 10%. When one of these conditions is detected among the active elements, Ryzen returns the accept offer label, and the agent sends an accept proposal message to conclude the negotiation. Conversely, Ryzen returns refuse offer if there is no further improvements or if it's the last iteration. In that case, the agent sends an reject proposal message to end the negotiation. All other intermediate situations, such as moderate gaps or missing benefits, are handled by the other labels, which trigger corresponding counterproposals. For the employer agent, Ryzen will issue accept offer whenever the candidate's demand, salary plus bonus, falls within the company's total budget and if the benefits asked are in the company's policies. If the candidate's salary request exceeds the budget by more than the bonus buffer, or if the final iteration yields no acceptable compromise, Ryzen returns refuse offer. All other scenarios, such as overshooting the bonus limit or requesting disallowed benefits, map to other options, guiding the agent to craft a compliant counteroffer under the company's policies. First, each agent loads its profile from JSON. The candidate agent's profile specifies an annual salary expectation of $50,000 and preferred benefits, remote option, transport allowance, health insurance, and a 4-day work week. The employer agent's profile initially sets a maximum salary budget of $30,000, a bonus budget of $2,000, and allows only gym membership, health insurance, and remote option as benefits. In our first simple scenario, the employer's budget is much lower than the candidate's expectation. The two agents exchange proposals back and forth, each consulting the Ryzen API at every step until the employer agent reaches its budget cap. At each step, Ryzen returns the decision to take. At the end, for example, it decided to reject the offer as there was no further progress possible. So the candidate sends a final reject proposal, ending the negotiation. Next, we increase the employer's budgets to $47,000 for salary and $4,000 for bonus. In this case, after several rounds of adaptively adjusted offers, they converge on a salary of $42,300 and a bonus of $4,000, along with the benefits, gym membership, health insurance, remote option. Although the combined salary and bonus, $46,300, still falls slightly below the candidate's $50,000 expectation, the gap is within 10%, and the candidate has received at least half of their desired benefits. Consequently, Ryzen returns accept offer, and the candidate agent sends an accept proposal to close the deal. Finally, we test a situation where the employer's policy does not include some of the candidate's preferred benefits. In that case, after the candidate requests benefits that the company cannot offer, RISN instructs the agents to revert to negotiating salary only. They then agree on $47,000 salary and $4,000 bonus with no benefits. Across all scenarios, RISN reliably returns the appropriate decision whether it's to accept, reject, adjust salary, or propose bonuses and benefits. Each agent converts that decision into the correct ACL message. This end-to-end loop shows our system can flexibly and consistently handle varied negotiation contexts, making the multi-agent salary negotiation both sound and robust.